Welcome back to Smok'n Jay's Garage. We are here looking at the 250 series from Yamaha. Right here is a 250, and this is the 252 SE. We're going to take a look at these. I'm just went over them with the salesman a little bit, and I got a couple of ideas on what I like and don't like about it, and I'm going to show you what I see for differences, and we'll take a look at it right away. So first thing we notice on the back, obviously this step is a lot bigger than it was before. A couple of other things that are different here. We've got wet storage here. Rather than this being a clip, that's a magnet. I kind of like that. Not actually a lot of storage in there, in my opinion. And these back seats here now, these are going to just lift up a lot higher than they were before in the 240 series. And they slide. I'm not actually going to slide them out because it took 4 hands to get them back on, but they slide out. You see they've got a little rail in there, and they'll slide in and out. So if you want to pull them off, you can. They're also a lot higher than what they used to be, probably about twice as high. This is the SE, so we got the shower in it. We still have the radio controls on the back. We've got the sea deck, or the marine mat actually. And it comes with all of these. These are new. You could get that. I added them to mine. They come with the boat now. Also, the center also comes through here. Now, the big thing that I think that everybody's trying to talk about here is the galley. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know what purpose it would really serve for me personally. But when you don't use it, you've just got nice seating there. What I really do like is that your cooler is now tucked in underneath here, and you can get to this cooler whether everybody's sitting down or not. Once you're moving, I'm not sure how much that is gonna bounce or whatever, I don't know, but just sitting here I like that a lot better. Now your mat, actually this is like a mat that is stuck on, and then this is your snap-in mat, so there's actually a difference there. So it does give you a little bit, maybe so it doesn't slide out on its own. Your touch screen is going to be very similar in functionality, but it looks a lot different, as you can see. I'm gonna actually power this up. So they've got one battery hooked up in here for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn these on. If we turn all 3 of them on parallel, that should power up. This is our storage here. We've got a nice wet sounds sub in there. Storage here is actually pretty decent. The batteries are now inside the engine compartment, so you've got a nice storage area here. And let me show you what we've got for a storage area here. I'm going to turn this radio down just a little bit. And we don't need the blower on because we're not going to start. So we go over here. We've got storage over here as well. Tucks in back there just a little bit, not very far. But while I'm here talking about storage, we'll pop in here. There's actually a light that turns on in there. That's your inside storage here. You can put a couple little things. Where were we now? We're going to show you the batteries. So here's your engine compartment. I got to try to grab that latch. So right here is your freshwater tank. Obviously your twin 1.8 liter engines. Your batteries, one of them obviously is out, but we have 3 that we can put in here that they've got slots for. They've only got 1 in right now. A lot more room, I think, in the engine compartment as far as if you need to get at anything. So there's gonna be more room for it. I really like the sides here. They got padding here. Before there was nothing. They've got that on both sides. I like that. I think that that's really nice. I also like the buttons here on the side, and all of this lights up. If I can remember how they did it. Helm lights. There we go. Look at that. That actually looks really nice in my opinion. Steering wheel is a little bit different than my 2020. But this is a little bit different, but most of the features are the same. As far as a little bit different look to it, but everything is pretty much, functionality wise, pretty much the same. We're not going to have ballast on here, obviously. I'm not sure where the ballast is going to go on the 250 2Xs or the 255X. I'm anticipating it coming and filling up in here and you losing pretty much all of your storage, but we'll see about that. The netting on here, this is way better design than 2020 in my opinion. I like this snaps on. It actually fits on there nice, snaps all the way across the bottom. Actually can use this. I don't even have mine in because it's crappy. This is going to be your locking compartment. I think this is the locking compartment. This doesn't lock. I think we lost the locking compartment. And you've got your top one here, same as before, but it's a lot smaller due to the cup holders, and maybe that's a phone holder, I don't know. A couple of changes to the head, or the head compartment. The vents here are different. Looks nice though. Love this little marine deck here on the side. And that is what your door is gonna hit on once we turn this down. That's what your door is gonna hit on to keep from hitting. You don't have the rubber pad on the bottom like you used to, the stopper. That's what's gonna stop it. This light in here actually has a switch on it versus just pushing the light. I think you've got a little bit more room in here than you did in the 2021s, or I'm sorry, the 2020s. And I like that you've got that coat rack or a life jacket rack, whatever you want to call it. This year, I think you might have a little bit more room up headspace there. You see it's got a little bit of an angle to it, so you've got a little bit more room, I think. Maybe an extra 1.5 to 2 inches. And now your table stand is going to attach there rather than being in the corner behind the table like it used to be. Shut this off. Let's see what else we got here for differences. Your table does now not attach inside of the boat. Your only table attachment is outside of the boat right here, but you also have, and it comes with these two stands. This one here is underneath. I don't know how well we can see it. Let me put you down underneath there. So you can set these either to go up or down. Now you can sit on that, or you can flip it around upside down and you can set it this way. And then you've got a cup holder and looks like a phone holder. I don't know that I would trust my phone sitting there on the back of the water, but you can try that. Also, the water ports are, this is to hook your engines up to a hose. And these are outside of the boat. I like that a lot better. On mine, they are actually inside of the boat right in here. You got a little net over here. This is on both sides. And one of the questions I had is, obviously we know that these slide forward and back. And my question was, could you stop it at any point, or do they only lock in position in the forward and the rear position? And they only lock in position in the forward and rear. So you have your choice of all the way forward, all the way rear, if you want it to lock. We've got a little bit different design here where your canopy hooks on. It's actually got a clip here rather than having to pull out your ratchet every time, but you still have your ratchet on both sides underneath there. But both sides clip, and they've got the ratchet. Your light, I like this design. My light is up over here, and I can't reach it. I've got to step on the seat, and it either points forward or to the rear, and then I flip it up. This one points to the side and keeps underneath, and you can lift it straight up. I like that design better. And then this is a little bit different here. So you loosen this up and you can lift your bimini. Yeah, I got to point what I'm doing here, right? You lift your bimini up a little bit or down. You see there's two little notches that it'll fit in, either or. And that's a little bit different. I don't know that I like that design any better or worse. You still have courtesy lights in the tower, but there's only 2 of them, as opposed to mine has 5. In the front of the boat, I definitely like this anchor locker. It's a lot bigger. You could put something other than Yamaha's anchor in there if you wanted to. And I absolutely like this cleat. You can anchor your boat from the actual center of the boat versus way off to the side like I have to on my 24-foot. This cushion fits in here a lot easier, but it is super heavy. This cushion is weighted all along the back side. This cushion probably weighs 10 pounds, maybe 8 pounds, I'm not sure. Gives you a little bit more room here in the front, which I don't know that you necessarily need any more room in the front, as far as, you know, your feet or whatever, but it takes out away from this side. So now you don't have quite as much storage in here as you did in the 24 foot. And there's our cushion. That's going to be a little bit smaller as well, but you still can fit one cushion here, or one here, and one up here for a forward-facing seat. And not a whole lot of room in this one either. 2 cup holders here. I can't remember, but I think mine only has 1 cup holder. Now maybe it has 2. If you know, tell me. I can't remember if I've got 1 or 2 cup holders. I know that these cup holders are new. That's extra compared to last year. And so are these 2 cup holders. Still have all of the other things as far as this is the E series, so we've got the throttle by wire. Not just a little thing though. I've got this little holder here. I put my sunglasses in here. Yeah, I actually got a little bit of that marine mat sitting in the bottom there that's actually stuck in there, so you got something soft to put that. Our battery here is getting pretty low, so I'm going to shut off, if I remember how. I'm going to shut off these lights here, and I'm going to shut off this battery. This you may have already seen before. Let me try to slide this seat back. And this is going to go in here like that. I'm not going to put this all in quite exact. Well, yeah, it's not going to take me that long. We'll slide that in. So there's what your seat looks like in your driving configuration with everything in, if you want to. I'm going to go, now I got a little something over here I can grab underneath the seat. There's nothing on this one. You've actually got to grab the seat. There's no little indent or anything here. Not a big deal. I'm going to shut these batteries off quick so that they don't go dead. And I'm going to pull this back out. And I'm going to show you, if I missed anything on here, let me know, or if you have any questions. This is actually padding back here. I like this. That's nice compared to my round one in my 2020 is just like a fake sticker that is supposed to look like carbon fiber, but it's not. It's just a sticker. A couple of things that I really, really like about this boat. But overall, I am happy with my 2020, and this seat configuration I do not like as much. I'm really happy with what I have, and I don't like that this step is so much higher. But now we jump down into the 250 series. We don't get the cushions. We don't get as nice of a seat deck on it. This does not come with any padding here, this walkthrough. We've got different matting in here. We do not have the option of throttle by wire, and we've got, I believe this is a 7-inch screen or a 5-inch screen, but it's still in the same configuration, but obviously all of this is just nothing. I don't have batteries in this one, so I can't turn that on for you, but a lot of the other things are going to be the same configuration-wise, just trim-wise it's not quite as fancy. The seats aren't as nice. We don't have any of the padding over here on the sides. We still do have that cargo net that I like. I believe, I haven't actually opened up this head yet, but this head should be the same. It actually is not. It is, instead of being padded like the other one, this is more of like a carpet. It's actually kind of nice. I don't know if I like it as much. This shelf that I have in mine and that the other one had, the 52, doesn't have that shelf where we put our table. And this one also, even though we don't have the galley, we got a lot of room back here, but we do have a spot to put your table if you want to. You can put your table right there, which is weird from other years. It's always been in this back area. This is the basicer Bimini versus what we had in the other one. We don't have any padding or anything here like we did on the other one. The solar panel. The solar panel, let me see if I can show you on this. Solar panel is facing the other way. I don't know if you can see that or not. Instead of going front to back, it's now going side to side, but it is still the same size. You're probably wondering about this. Your windshield kind of stops right there. I'm not really positive what that is for, except maybe to reach your cleat. This is obviously on the other boat, but maybe reaching your cleat is a little bit easier, not having to go over the top. You can come in from the side. And this one still has the screw top release, where I had a pin on mine. This one you screw and lower your tower. And the clamp, we've got a clamp system on this boat. I don't know if I can lift this tower back up by myself, so I'm not going to unclamp it, but we've actually got a clamp on there versus a screw. And we got a lot of room underneath there. I don't know if I really like that. Mine was maybe a 1/4 inch or so, just so it didn't hit, but we got a lot of room underneath there. I'm not sure if they had a reason for that or not. They probably did. I don't know what it is. Overall, this is a very, very nice boat. Price point is starting on this at $79,000 and $61,000 for the 250. $79,000 is what the X series started out at. They don't have an X here yet, so I'm not sure what they're going to start that out at. But obviously it's going to be a little bit more, I'm sure. But for 61 to almost 20,000, you actually get a fair amount. We didn't pop up the engine compartment. Yes, we did. We did pop up the engine compartment, didn't we? Engines are the same in the 250. If you have any questions, for I missed anything, we're getting along here on the video. I don't want to bore you too much. If I missed anything, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Otherwise, this is just the basic things that I noticed different, things I liked, things I didn't like about the 2021s. If you're watching this channel for the first time and you haven't already, and you want to, boom, please subscribe.